Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 108, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 850, gold contract on $5.80, trading at $1,239 an ounce. Silver off 16 cents at $20.11 an ounce. Platinum down 4 at $1,427 an ounce. Copper up a penny and a half at $3.35 a pound. Light sweet crude up $1.80 at $94.43 a barrel. 10-year bond down 6 ticks at 123.31. 30-year bond up 4 ticks at 130.17. King dollar up 369 ticks, trading out at 81.12. The euro is down 73 at 136, and the yen is up 36, trading at 104.58. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? We're at 1848.32. What we have here is this. The high out there is generated at 1849.44. We're pushing into that high. You did 679 million. So bottom line, that high is going to get whacked again, which is, we hit the 1850 today. Yeah, attack of the gremlins, no doubt. I should know better than eating peanuts right before I get on, folks. That's what that was. Sorry about that. So, 1849.44, that's the high. You can expect that high is going to basically get hit again tomorrow. Dow Industrials. We get over to the Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow Industrials. What we have with the Dow, thanks, Al. What we have with the Dow is this. Dow is up 108 bucks. We had 16,481. Thank you very much. Dow's at 16,481. The high that is out there in the Dow is the 16,588. 511 is the low. 588 is the high. Bottom line, you're up 2 days after the first down day on Monday. We're going into Martin Luther King Day, folks. I suspect these things are going to basically get after. The Dow wants to get after that high also. NASDAQ Composite, what the composite did is this. She gets over the high. She's over the high right now. We had 177 was the high, so it's over it in a good way. You're talking about another 30 points over that high. We did, on the NASDAQ, we came in with 2 billion versus 2.3. Bottom line, they have higher price. Higher price can go higher. We go look at the SPY, the SPY. This is what we have with the SPY. SPY's trading out here at 184.66. The high up there is the 184.69. She's going to go after it. We did 90 million shares out here. The last high out here at 86 million, so she's going to definitely go after that baby. The 3Qs, what we have with the 3Qs is this. 3Qs closed at 88.37, up 72. We did 35 million shares, and she was taking out the 87.67, and that only had 24 million. You know, now she's not an ABC up, because what we had done, of course, is that, you know, we had got up with light volume, we come down with heavy volume. Now she took out the swing with volume, meaning heavier volume. But because we had come down, not just once, but we come down 2 separate times off that high with volume. The first time we had come down was on the January 6th time frame. Of course, the second time was on this Monday. We go take a look at the small caps. What we have with the small caps is this. Small caps, the IWM, if we take a look at the IWM, that's trading at $116.20. That also is over its highs. We come in with 30 million shares. Bottom line, that little baby also looks at that it wants to get up higher. We take a look at the CSX. That just come out with numbers. This, of course, is the big railroad. CSX is closed at 29.23. She's trading right now at 28.11, so she's down a dollar rather. What they're saying is this: is that the earnings per share, the estimate was 43 cents. They came in with 42. No big deal. That's the bottom line estimate. Top line estimate was $3 billion. They came in with basically $3 billion. Their earnings per share was off a penny. That's not doing anything to stock. Down $1 is nothing on that. That's the real bottom line. JCPenney, JCP, that's out with no. JCPenney got to cut 2,000 jobs. They're going to close 33 stores. That's no doubt going to be a lot of stores, folks. But what will happen there is that we'll see who takes over those stores inside the JCP, and in fact, where those stores are going to be. That's a lot of stores. I wonder how many. Oh, they're going to close. No, they're closing 33 stores. Okay, so let's see what they have here. JCPenney today announced that as part of the turnaround effort, the company is going to be closing 33 underperforming stores. And let's see if we can find out where these stores are. So we'll get back to that. Let's go through the gold market and the bonds first. GCG4, gold market. Okay, so this is what we did with the gold market out here. Gold market out here today, we did 98,000 contracts. We got down to a price point of $12.33. Rejected lower price. Had dramatically lighter volume. This little baby setting up a nice little ABC structure that wants to go topside. We're at 1241. Gold contract, folks, wants to run into this 1362 area. So that's a decent number. No, that's the next swing higher. Bonds. We take a look at the 10-year bond first. What we have first with the 10-year is this. She was down 4 ticks. 7 ticks rather. We did 961,000 contracts. That 961, of course, is coming against the sign of strength, where it had 1.6 million contracts. The 10-year is set up to run up to this 126.25 area. We go over to the 30-year bond. We take a look at the 30-year bond. What we have with the 30-year is this. 30-year comes down with 231,000 contracts. That also is going into the sign of strength from last Friday. That was going into 419,000 contracts. The 30-year is set up to run to this 133.35 area. So it's a big number out there. Now, King Dollar. What did King Dollar do? King Dollar had an acceleration forward up today to the top of its swing point. We are up 379 ticks. We'll see how she hits the 81.73. 81.73 is where she wants to run on this run. That's what it looks like to me. Now, what she's going to need is more volume. We did 23,000 contracts. She didn't go hit the high out here, which was 81.33. But she's going to need more volume. She had a slight expansion from the way down. Of course, last 2 days when we were coming down, we only came down with 18,000. We came down with 13,000. So it was rejecting lower price, had lighter volume. Now the key is going to be, can it get up into the swing points that are higher? I suspect we are going to see it run up into those levels. We're going to take a look at some of the Dow stocks out here. Now, inside the indices, what you have is this. NASDAQ out here today was up 0.7%. You had the Dow up 0.6, and the S&P was up 0.5. They're all, except for the Dow, and the Dow is the one that wants to hit that high. They're all right at their highs. The NASDAQ is over its high. The S&P cash is right at its high. You know, we're going to be talking Thursday, Friday, and they're talking Monday off. So bottom line is that this market, you know, basically is going to try to get into a higher price. We'll see whether it can handle it. Apple out here today was up $10 and had some juice underneath it. We did 13 million shares in Apple. Now, it's going to have to get a lot more than 13 million shares to get into the 562 area. That's where it's running up into right now. If you remember, there was a gap that we had gone higher between December 22nd and 23rd. That's what it's running into right now. That's what it's running for right now. We went to 560.20 today. If we go take a look at Amazon, what we have with Amazon out here. Okay, so Amazon today, flat market, down $1.67, 2 million shares. Google, what do you have with Google? Google went to another high yesterday, got to another higher high today, 78 cents. But 78 cents, of course, for $1,100 stock is not a huge amount. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming back with our man, Mr. Darryl Martin. We had the Dow Industrials close up 108, NASDAQ up 31, S&P's up 8.5. We're going to be right back.